Well, welcome back, and thank you for dedicating this time for yourself, whether it's every day or whether it's just showing up when you can. This time spent with yourself, it gives you the time and the space to listen, to be heard, and to be felt. So coming into a standing posture, Tadasana, mountain pose, your feet are pelvis distance apart, toes are pointing forward. Allow there to be a softness behind your knees. Allow your arms to rest and hang down by your sides. Soften your gaze and just finding a fixed point to rest your attention on. And moving your awareness down into the soles of your feet. Allowing the toes to spread on the ground. You might even like to gently rock back and forth on the soles of the feet, sensing into the heel of the foot, the little toe side of the foot, and into the big toe side of the foot. And gradually make that rocking smaller and smaller until you feel as though your weight is evenly spread in the soles of your feet. Allowing gravity to have you as you relax into the support of the earth. Then moving your awareness up through the legs, into the pelvis, and gently tilting the tailbone towards the ground. The spine is tall, drawing the front lower ribs in towards the body slightly. Broadness through the chest and through the upper back. Length into the neck as you gently draw the chin in and up. And the top of the head moving towards the sky. Allow softness to move into your face as you bring that smile back into your eyes and into your lips. The jaw relaxes and the tongue spreads in the floor of the mouth. Pay attention to the breath in the body. And you're not looking to change it or improve it in any way. Just bringing this simple listening attention to the breath and the way that it moves in and out of your body. Then take a deeper breath, filling the chest and the lungs. Take a little pause at the top. And then as you breathe out, can you breathe out through your mouth and let out any sigh or any sound that you need to. And again, another deep breath in through the nose. And a long, slow, clearing breath out through the mouth. Then breathing in, circling those arms around you, reaching the fingertips to the sky, bringing the fingertips and the thumb tips to touch to create a steeple above your head. And then as you breathe out, slowly lower the thumb tips to come to rest onto the crown of the head, breathing out through the mouth. Breathing in again. And as you breathe out, lowering the hands, bringing the thumb tips to come to rest at the center of the brow. Breathe in again. And as you breathe out, lowering the hands, bringing the thumb tips to come to rest at the center of the chest at the heart. Breathe in again. And as you breathe out, lowering the hands to come to rest on the belly. Thumb tips resting against one another, just below the navel. Index fingers are touching and the palms of the hands are resting against the belly. Breathing in again. And as you breathe out through the mouth, lower the hands to come to rest onto the thighs and let the fingers spread on the thighs here. Breathing in again, and as you breathe out, slowly folding the body forward, coming into a standing forward fold. As you breathe in, you may like to lift the chest a little, fingertips resting on the floor beside the feet or on your shins. And then as you breathe out, allow the body to lengthen towards the earth. And again, breathing in, lift the chest and lengthen the spine. And then folding the body and letting the head go. One more time, lifting the chest and lengthen. Let the knees bend as much as they need to. And then fold the body, letting the head go. Bending the knees and sitting the buttocks back, circle the arms around you, reaching to the sky. Bring the palms together and lower those hands down in front of you into prayer pose. Just take a moment to pause here. This is what it feels like to welcome myself home. If you're not already at the top of your mat, making your way there, then slowly reaching the hands skywards, breathing in. And as you breathe out, hands through prayer as you fold the body forward, lifting the chest and lengthen, and then folding the body and soften. Bend the knees, sit the buttocks back, sweep the arms forward, reach them to the sky, then interlace the fingers behind your head, opening the elbows out. Slowly lift your sternum to the sky, little back bend here. And then slowly curl the body forward, bend into the knees, elbows moving towards the belly. Then slowly, as you breathe in, coming back to stand, open the elbows out, lifting the sternum to the sky, light engagement through the glutes. And then slowly curling through the spine, drawing those elbows towards the belly. Let the knees bend. And one more time, slowly coming up, opening those elbows out, lift your sternum skywards, and then slowly curling the body forward. Coming back to stand, lift those arms up to the sky, and then take your right arm down by your side. Take yourself into a little side bend here to the right, and just gently reach and release that left arm overhead. Right hand or the fingertips running down the side seam of that right leg. After a few little bounces here, remain here in the side bend, reach that left arm overhead and just bring a little bit of extra weight into the left foot. You can keep the head neutral, or you could turn your head to look towards that right foot on the ground. Then slowly coming up, reaching the right arm to the sky, left arm down by your side, and coming into the side bend now on the other side. Just take a few little bounces here. This just helps us release that connective tissue trains here in the side of the body. That left hand running up and down the side seam of the left leg. And then remaining here in the side bend. Ground a little more into the right foot. You could turn the head to look towards the left foot if you wanted to. And just bring a little bit of engagement into the buttocks here. Then slowly bringing yourself up. Lifting that left arm up to the sky. Then hands through prayer and fold the body forward. Lifting the chest and lengthen. Fold the body, soften through the knees. Stepping the right foot to the back of the mat. Keep the left knee bent. And slowly circle the right arm up and over, coming into a warrior two. The left foot is in the left lane of your mat and your right foot is in the right lane of your mat. Your arms are lifted. Imagine that you're gently drawing all of the muscles of the arms to the bone, but there's a real gentleness and softness through the joints of the arms. Turning your head to look softly over that left hand. Your gaze is soft. You're willing to see the bigger picture. Then straighten the left leg and take both hands behind your head. Then bend into the left knee and hover both hands behind the pelvis. Then straightening that front leg again, hover the hands behind your head and then circle them around to hover behind your pelvis. One more time. Then slowly lifting those arms, bringing them back into the warrior two. And stepping the right foot to the top of your mat, feet a pelvis distance apart, knees tracking over the toes, offer those arms forward, sitting yourself back into an imaginary chair. Then grounding through the feet, reach your arms to the sky, hands through prayer and fold your body forward. Lifting the chest and lengthen, fold the body and soften. Bending the knees and sitting the buttocks back. Cross your arms as though you're taking off an imaginary jumper as you come all the way to stand. Reach your arms to the sky, then hands through prayer as you fold the body forward. Lifting the chest and lengthen. Bending the knees. Step your left foot now towards the back of the mat. Right knee is bent. Slowly circle the left arm up and over, coming into your warrior two. Allowing the left hip to come slightly forward so you can get that alignment through the right hip, knee and right foot. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Unclench your jaw. This is what it feels like to hold myself in presence. Straighten the front leg, hover both hands behind your head. Then bend into the right knee and hover the hands behind your pelvis. Straightening the front leg and hover the hands behind your head. And then bend into the right knee and hover the hands behind your pelvis. One more time. Keep that breath moving through the body. And then slowly lifting those arms, coming back to the warrior two. Take your weight into the right foot as you step the left foot forward, coming into the chair pose. You can have the arms level with the chest or lift the arms to frame the head. Gently draw your front ribs in, lengthening the tailbone. Sense into your toes and let them relax on the floor. Then grounding through the feet, reach the arms to the sky. Hands through prayer and fold the body forward. Lift the chest and lengthen. Bending the knees, hands to the floor. You can walk your feet back into a downward dog or walk your feet back and come into a tabletop with your knees on the ground. If you're in the tabletop, you could do some movement here into the spine, arching and curling the spine or circling the torso around. If you're in the downward dog, those feet are pelvis distance apart. There's softness behind the knees. Hips are high in the air. You may like to slowly pedal the heels towards the ground or bring a little bit of movement into the pelvis, into the spine and shoulders. Spread your fingers on the ground. Anchor through the heels of the hands, the knuckles of the fingers. Then slowly lowering those knees down to the ground. Untucking the toes and sinking the buttocks back into an extended child's pose. Taking a breath in through the nose here, a beautifully releasing breath out through the mouth. Let the elbows come to rest on the ground. Arriving here lovingly at your own feet. Holding a sense of reverence for the life within you. Then very slowly bringing yourself all the way up and bringing yourself into a comfortable seat. You may like a prop underneath your hips on the floor, or you could bring yourself to be seated in a chair. Letting your hands just come to rest on your lap. The gaze is soft, directed towards the floor, or your eyes are closed. Widening the lens of your attention, taking in the whole of the body as it rests here. Allowing the stillness and the quiet to wash you clean of all the stories, the noise, the static of life. Bringing the hands and letting them come to rest over the center of your chest at your heart. Or you could bring them into prayer pose. Or there may be another positioning of the hands that you would like to take. And repeat these words to yourself after me. I feel relaxed and receptive as I greet this day. I amplify joy and pleasure today. I focus on what is working in my life. Creative possibility flows easily through me. I am ready to step into my inner strength. I am ready to make a difference in my corner of the world. I am loved. I am love. And so it is. I encourage you to just take a few more moments here in the stillness and the quiet. Remembering what's most important to you in this life. Take care, my friend.